We then meet Olympia LePoint, author of Answers Unleashed and an award-winning rocket scientist. Olympia has helped successfully launch 28 NASA space shuttle missions and created a human decision-making scientific theory called quantum deciding, revealing the secret science to achieve your best future. Now let's meet our amazing guest. Next up, we meet author and scientist Olympia LePoint as she discusses her new book, Answers Unleashed. Hello, Olympia. Welcome to Wake Up with Marci.
Good morning. Thank you. It is an honor to be on your show.
Well, it is an honor to have you, and I'm so excited to share about what you are doing to help others, what you have done. But I first want to talk about you and celebrate all that you have overcome because you've been through a lot.
Yes.
So I want to, So first of all, you were raised by a single mom in poverty. You were stabbed by a gang member. You've been sexually abused, and you went through the trauma of the Northridge earthquake in 1994. And I know you lost your roommate. So first of all, I'm so sorry you went through all that, but let's celebrate who you are today and how that shaped the woman that you are.
Thank you. Thank you. I have accomplished a great deal in my life, and I've overcome a lot. And everything in which you've listed off, it was definitely a mental challenge to be able to get through the tough aspects of life and still succeed. And in my life, I learned that if I could claim mental health, if I could move towards success through reprogramming my mind from all the chaos that I experienced, I was going to find success. And for me in my life, I used science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to reprogram my mind. I looked at my life as not something in which I have had to overcome, but looking at what I could do. And I'm here today to literally share that no matter what you've gone through, you can reprogram your thinking and you can find success. And it is through my latest books and through my own personal story.
It's amazing. Because what you're talking about, you created a human decision-making scientific theory called quantum deciding.
Yes.
And that reveals the secret science to achieve your best future, which you have done. And that's through your book, Answers Unleashed 2, The Science of Attracting What You Want. So please tell us about this theory, because I know I want to hear about it, and we all do. So please tell us, what is quantum deciding?
Quantum deciding, it is something in which you will remember for the rest of your life. Yeah. When you think back to your most toughest experiences, that was a moment in time where you could make a decision. And that decision literally changed the course of your life. But what if you could actually look forward to the future that you wanted and then come back to this present moment and make decisions to get there? That is quantum deciding. I helped launch 28 NASA space shuttle missions into space. And when I did that, it was the most challenging experience because I had to see the future before it occurred. And I had to pick the future that was best. And the future that was best was making sure that the astronauts were safe in launch. So I had to literally think in the future and then come back and then see the decisions that needed to be made in the design. But I had to work with a team of people in order to achieve that success. And we were able to effectively look into the future and design safeguards into our advanced engine programs that we were working on. And we created a way to be able to prevent catastrophic explosions and keep the astronauts safe. Well, I decided to take a step back and I thought, well, what if I did this in my own life? What if I looked at all the different events that could happen in the future and pick the one in which I wanted? And so I started to use this engineering type of mind framework, and I put it to my own life. What if after I left rocket science, I started my own company. What if I wrote my own book? What if I then would create a platform for science, technology, engineering, mathematics? What steps would that look like if I chose that path instead of another path? And that triggered my brain to start thinking, how can I start rewinding time and using all those terrible experiences that I faced before in the past as the fuel to help me make decisions by making the complete opposite decisions of fear and moving forward to the decisions of the future that I wanted. And then that's when I realized, oh my God, there's a process to this. It's called quantum deciding.
Wow. I mean, it's incredible. And I can't wait to talk about also you launching all of those rockets and the team that you worked with and how that was for you. But talking about rewiring our brain, I mean, our mindset and changing our mindset, I feel like it's one of the hardest things. So many times, like, people worry about what's going on the outside, right? So we work out, we do what we need to do, we need to eat right, and we're changing the outside, but changing our inside is truly where the best, deepest health, satisfaction, and happiness is, and actually doing that. And also working through the trauma, as you've spoken about, and succeeding. So tell us and the viewers, because you have another theory that you have come up with to help us with our mindset and create success. So can you tell us more about that?
Yes. My current book out right now, Answers Unleashed 2, The Science of Attracting What You Want, is based on quantum deciding. And it is dealing with the 6 times in our past where we have experienced the most fear. And this fear is something in which stops us from making important decisions. If we can go back in time and revisit ourselves in that moment of time and actually tell ourselves the truth, then we can actually make effective decisions in the present to move forward to the future that we want. And that stemmed from the first concept of the tree of brain theory of relativity, in which I developed in the first Answers Unleashed book, Answers Unleashed, The Science of Unleashing Your Brain's Power. In that book, I talk about how we think in 3 different ways. We not only think with our left side of our brain, which is very analytical, very logical, step-by-step oriented, but we also think with the right side of our brain, which is very creative. And I introduced to us a 3rd side of our thinking process. It is our faith. And our faith, in addition to how we see things logically, in addition to how we are creative, is what connects our entire thinking process together. And it connects us with not only our past, but our future and our present day decisions. So when we can go back into the past, either with a professional coach, with a psychologist, with a mentor, even journaling, just taking that time to actually start going back into the past. Like, for example, people laugh. I failed math. I failed algebra, calculus, chemistry.
I know.
Geometry, all those math courses. And I had to go back into time and figure out, when did this first start happening? Why was I scared of seeing things and scared of solving problems? And I had to go back, and I traced it all the way back to a 4th grade classroom. This particular teacher didn't know how to, she didn't know how to express the mathematics to different ways of people, how they think. And so I had to go back in time and actually forgive the teacher and realized it doesn't matter what happened in my 4th grade class, I could actually still achieve success. And that means that I can actually relearn it now. And that process that I learned with my first book, Mathophobia, I took into the rest of my life of what else can I go back in the past and see myself in a different way.
Okay, you are just incredible. And I could talk to you all day. I can't even believe how fast this time has gone. I just want to say you are now impacting youth. You are helping girls in STEM, and you're helping so many of us through our books and really changing our lives. And I also just want to celebrate the fact that you helped to launch 28 NASA space shuttles. Like, you are an amazing human being. And I just want to thank you so much for coming on Wake Up with Marci. And please just tell us real quick where we can find you and your books and everything that you've done.
Yes, thank you so much. You can find me on answersunleashed.com. And if you want to check out the books, go to answersunleashed.com/books.
Thank you, Olympia. You are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.